Good morning and welcome to the Print AM, our daily morning podcast for the big news story. This is Akanksha Mishra and today I bring to you my story on what is a blood moon eclipse. On Sunday night, if you looked up at the sky, you would have seen the moon turn a rare shade of red as it came under a total eclipse of the Earth's shadow, which is commonly known as the lunar eclipse. The eclipse lasted around 5 hours from 8:58 pm to 2:25 am on Monday, making it the longest lunar eclipse since 2022. Lunar eclipses are generally only visible to half of the Earth. This time it was in India and over most of Asia and Australia since it was night time here. Lunar eclipses can also be seen with the naked eye and are completely safe to watch, unlike solar eclipses. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth, the Moon and the Sun all line up with the Earth in the middle. Since the Moon's light is a reflection of the Sun, during an eclipse, the Earth blocks this light and we see the Moon in different colors. There are phases to lunar eclipses depending on how far the Moon is from the Earth's shadow region. When the Moon comes fully inside the shadow, it's called the full moon or the blood moon. The Moon's orbit around the Earth is kind of similar to the Earth's orbit around the Sun, in that it is elliptical in shape and there are times when the Moon is closest and times when it is furthest from the Earth. These times are known as the perigee, when the Moon is closest to Earth, and the apogee, when it is farthest from Earth. And currently, the Moon is in its perigee position. On Sunday night at around 8:58 pm, the Moon slowly inched towards the Earth's shadow, beginning the eclipse process. First, as some section of the Moon entered the shadow, it appeared like a faint darkening of the Moon's outer layer. Then, at about 10 pm, the partial lunar eclipse began, where we could only see half of the Moon. The exact time of the full lunar eclipse was scheduled to begin at 11 pm, when the Moon began appearing red in color. The reason for this redness has to do with the scattering of white light, which is a phenomenon responsible for everything from pretty sunset colors to rainbows to more complex astronomical tasks like identifying celestial objects through space telescopes. So the atmosphere scatters white light in different wavelengths to reach our eyes. The sun itself emits white light. However, we see it in the hues of orange, red or yellow depending on how long it takes for the light to reach us. Colors like blue scatter more easily, which is the reason for blue skies during the day. But red has a very long wavelength, so we see it during sunsets when the sun is quite far away from the Earth. In similar fashion, the Moon usually appears grey because the sun's light reaches it directly with minimal scattering. During eclipses, however, the sun's light has to go through the Earth to reach the Moon. With this much atmospheric scattering, the only light that has a wavelength long enough to reach is red. And so we see the blood red moon during every eclipse. According to the NASA website, it is as if all the world's sunrises and sunsets are projected onto the moon during an eclipse. We also often see red moons without eclipses, which especially happens when there is pollution, haze or dust particles in the atmosphere, which don't let white light come through naturally. An interesting fact about eclipses is that they never come alone. So after this lunar eclipse which happened on 7th through 8th September, a partial solar eclipse is expected to follow on 21st September. However, that won't be visible to India and will relegate it mainly to Australia, New Zealand and Antarctica. That's all I have for you today. Thank you for listening. Please tune into the Print every morning at 8 for the best news analysis.